Doreen Granpeesheh is the
Dr. Doreen is an expert in autism.
Doreen Granpeesheh.
Dr. Granpeesheh.
Dr. Doreen Granpeesheh.
Dr. Doreen Granpeesheh is a visionary in the field of autism. Now you can ask her questions on Ask Dr. Doreen.
This is another person who identifies themselves as being autistic. They say, my sister, who is a 35-year-old female, is leaving her husband and is upset. I want to help, but I'm autistic. What things should I, and he identifies himself as a 28-year-old male, try to do to help her feel better? He also says, I am also a hikikomori, agoraphobic social recluse, which makes things harder. She's staying with me and our parents with her two sons at the moment. The two sons are 8 years old and 4. She was with her husband for about 19 years and they got married about 10 years ago. No one's told me the details of why she's leaving him, but she's told our parents. They understand these things more, I think, and would give way better advice than I could give since I haven't had a girlfriend before. All I know is that he did something silly and that they've struggled in their marriage for the past few months. Today, I made pasta as dinner for me and for her. I've also looked after her kids at points in the last 2 days. I'm not sure if her kids have been told what's going on, but the oldest one isn't stupid and must know that something isn't right. I guess I'm asking for general advice on how to help, but also how should I react to things? I'm sad because I have known her husband for most of my life and we regularly have spoken about computer games and we've been playing together online. Does this mean that I should remove him as a friend on PlayStation Network? How should I help my sisters in ways that I probably haven't thought of? I mean, if we could all have a brother like this, how lucky would we be?
Honestly, she's very lucky to have you as a brother, and that's just everything you wrote in itself is so caring. It's incredible, and I want to say, and I guess some of this also goes to answer Parker's question as well, which is, we all have our own perspectives when something happens that changes us or affects us socially or affects our family. And it's the best way to deal with a situation like this is to actually ask your sister, how can I help you? Ask her what she is going through. And what you did, for instance, making dinner for her and watching the kids, that is fantastic. That in itself is wonderful, because I can tell you, I've been through divorce, and I can tell you that when we're going through a hard thing like that, I think one of the hardest parts of it is not showing your extreme sadness to your children, or whatever emotion you might be going through, sadness, anger, frustration, whatever, and trying to protect the children from that is a big struggle. So you watching the kids, I think, is something that will definitely be beneficial to her. But there could be a lot of other things that you can do. Sometimes when we're going through hard times, really all we want is just company. We don't want to be alone. We want someone to hang out with us. Maybe we want someone that we can just kind of talk to or tell what we're going through. But honestly, the best thing you can do is ask her and just say, I love you. Express how you feel. Like, tell her, I love you. I want to help you. I'm here for you. Tell me what to do. I don't know what to do for you, but I care. And then also tell her how you feel about the divorce itself. In other words, I also have a relationship with the person you are divorcing. I don't know if you want me to disconnect from them. Is it okay if I keep that person on my friend list? Because I also have some feelings towards this. I've played with this person. I've known them most of my life. Is it okay if I maintain a relationship? And I got to tell you, this is, I think it's something that happens with all of us. Like, it's very interesting. When I was a lot younger, and I just broke up in a relationship, like a boyfriend that I had, and my parents maintained a very close relationship with the guy. They would like invite him over and make dinner for him and all this sort of stuff. And it was really upsetting to me. Like I was not talking to the guy. Meanwhile, my parents are having dinner with him. So, and I always remembered that. And I always told myself, when my kids are older and they have relationships, I'm going to be very respectful of how they feel. And then interestingly, just yesterday, I think, or 2 days ago, was the birthday of my son's ex-girlfriend, right? And they were together for 3 years, a long time. And it occurred to me that I was about to write to her and say, happy birthday, my dear. I hope you're doing well, all this stuff. And it suddenly occurred to me, oh, I'm kind of doing the same thing here. And he might not want me to do that. And so I asked him, do you want me to, would you rather I do or do not? And, it ended up that I left it alone, fortunately. So that's why I think it's important to have that conversation with your sister and say, what can I do for you? How can I help right now? And also tell me how you feel. What do you want in regards to my relationship with the person you're divorcing? It's tough. It's tough all around. Any kind of change, as you know, Shannon, especially in the family structure, is very difficult to adjust to.
Absolutely. Can I throw one more log on that fire that I've learned the hard way?
Love your log.
That no matter what, like you always want to be in support of your sister, obviously, and you can let her know that you're choosing her, but no matter what, don't engage in bashing the person that they're leaving.
Yeah.
And especially not to the children, because the children, there's nothing healthy about that for them. But also people get back together. Sometimes that happens. And if you say, oh, well, I don't think in this case, because I think you liked him. But if you say, oh, well, you know what, he's a no good dirtbag, and then they get back together, you got no place to walk that back. So listen to them, but you don't have to also add in if he's done something that was silly or something that was wrong. Yeah. Just listen, don't feed into it, and certainly don't bash that person to the kids.
And just remember, I guess, that whatever he did may be more hurtful to your sister than it is to you or to the rest of the family. And so it's important to respect her feelings, I feel like, because and they will change. And the other thing, also with what Shannon was saying, is you may need to distance your relationship a little bit right now with the person. That doesn't mean that's going to be the case forever. A lot of times afterwards, we reestablish some form of relationship with the person who used to be close to us.
Absolutely. If you found anything helpful in this video, please give us a like. In fact, make sure that you smash that subscribe button on YouTube and give us a like on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram for important updates. And please download our free podcast wherever you get your podcasts. See you next time. Until then, give your kiddos a hug from me and one for you too. Bye-bye for now.
To subscribe, click here. And if you'd like to check out some more of our videos, click here.